Good Saturday evening, afternoonish. I know that you guys are amazing. I know that you're well. Love you, love you, love you. Blessings upon all of you. I did a reading on Jennifer Soto the other day, and I want to now do one on Stephen. What's his last name? Stephen Stearns, because I want to see what he was up to. I know that there was a, what is the stand for the camera and a recorder. Anyways, there was some recording equipment set up in the room, some lube in the room that he shared with Madeline, because the night before she went missing, he slept in that room with that girl, and that seemed to have been a habit of them sleeping together. I want to see what he was up to because I touched on it in the mother's reading. I want to look at it from Stephen. So I'm going to conjure him up and I'm going to let him talk. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the soul, the spirit of Stephen Stearns, who is currently in jail and awaiting trial for the abuse and death of Madeline Soto. Stephen Stearns, come here. Stephen Stearns, come here. Stephen Stearns. Stephen. Yeah, if I call you aggressively, you won't come. Stephen, come here. I got some little girls over here for you. I don't know what he's wearing, but I said, oh, not the Page of Cup. Not being interested once I said little girls. Someone say little girls? Stephen Stearns, from your cell. Now I don't even have to bring you in here by compelling you. You're already in chains. Why do I see a red shirt? I remember them saying something about a red shirt. I think one of the roommates mentioned him being in a red shirt and that being something that he wasn't wearing earlier or something when he took Madeline to school, allegedly. Yes, I see a red shirt. There's something significant about that red shirt. Policia. There's a significance to that red shirt situation. Just because it flashed before my eyes. Stephen Stearns, what were you up to with Madeline Soto? I compel you to speak your soul. Speak from your soul and tell the truth. Tell your soul's truth. Not the truth that you tell the authorities. Tell your soul's truth. What was your business with Madeline Soto? Are you guilty of anything that you've been accused of regarding Madeline Soto, from her abuse to her death? And what else? What was your business, Stephen Stearns, with Madeline Soto? Madeline was being recorded and she was being watched. I see him in my mind, in my imagination, recording it and then looking for opportunities to sell it. There seemed to have been a place, a scene he knew to look on for people who would be interested in that. This inappropriate relationship between this grown 37-year-old man and this 13-year-old girl was one-sided. At some point, she was smitten. She had become smitten. And I say smitten because she had become used to the abuse. However, I think the best part of Madeline's most recent life was the time where her mother and this man split up. And I think that didn't necessarily work for him, them being broken up, because he wouldn't have access to the girl, which he needed. Which he made her seem like it was a romantic situation for them, but it was an enterprising situation for him, allegedly. This is his relationship with this young girl and maybe other young girls. I think that an ex-girlfriend of hers mentioned him dating someone younger, or Jennifer knew that he had previously dated someone young. So this isn't just a man who does this for the business of it all. This is a pedophile, allegedly, someone who likes or targets young girls in order to groom them, allegedly. Didn't they say that he's up for the death penalty? There is a possibility that when he goes to trial, they will attempt to get the death penalty, since it's in his near future and not his outcome. Crowning him as his trial, which, since it's upright, I would say that it's not something that he feels like, even though I think he pled not guilty, it's not something that he feels like is unjust, like somebody is out there who really did this. So below, though, is his denial of doing this. In his story, to this day, there is a hole missing with this Eight of Cups in reverse. The authorities, while they have a great case, there's an element that he withholds to himself, a cup that he withholds to himself that's not on the table. And that's probably more information about the business behind his relationship with Madeline. Other people involved who he might have been sharing or selling that tape to, where he was getting his money from. There's a big chunk of the story that he still withholds. However, most of the things allegedly that they said he did. And it all is caught up in the actions that took place after Madeline passed away. The activities that he did in the following 24 to 48, 72 hours. All the movement back and forth, him being caught on those cameras, the stories about her being transported and all of that. The devils are in those details. That's solid. His hopes and fears is this. Now, I just knocked this off the table with his denial and saying he didn't do it. It's because even if he said he didn't do it, maybe he's hopeful about getting the death penalty, because not getting the death penalty, because there's still the element of trafficking, which would be done vis-a-vis him selling the footage of their intimate encounters. If they dig around, they'll find it, and he's hoping that they don't. And if they don't, that may benefit his death penalty situation. I don't believe that he will get the death penalty because there is some evidence about the business aspect missing that they won't be able to get. He may get life, a very large amount of years, or the rest of his life. I don't see the death penalty happening, but I'm going to look at that Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, so that Page of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by a Wheel of Fortune, I believe, for Stefan. Him selling the footage of her, making money off of her, is something that I don't believe that they'll be able to fully expose him for. Seems like as long as they can't find where the money was coming from, he's not worried about it and he's not going to say anything. That Two of Swords, though. What is this Two of Swords, Spirit? Because Jennifer is not cooperating as well. They can't tie her into it, but she's the missing element to it. Policia. If you can tie Jennifer to it, then you can get him for the business aspect of the relationship with Madeline. Because these guys are in it together. So I believe that she enabled the situation a lot more than just turning a blind eye because of the money. He didn't have no job. Everyone knew that because they all accused him of not working. Yet he was able to have all of these things. Let me look into this Queen of Wands in reverse. Madeline allegedly was being made money off of. I believe that this is why Jennifer seems so obtuse and naive and apathetic about everything. It's because their relationship was for the benefit of Stefan's access to Madeline, not really a real romantic relationship between this man and this woman. She was being filmed. That's why Jennifer was allowing him and her to spend so much time in this bedroom together alone. And that's why the equipment was up there. Now the police know this, but I think that looking for people to sell it to online, that's the missing element that would get him the death penalty. And that's why they're pushing for it, because they're hoping to be able to connect that dot, death, in the near future. Because he wasn't working. And they know it's just the burden of proof. Wasn't even looking for a job, wasn't concerned about looking for a job. And they know that there's something that he's not speaking about. Now let's see what that is. Three of Swords. Somebody else may have said something about, maybe some accusations about him led to, or some accusations about what he could possibly be doing with that film equipment and all the things in the room, the lube, the tripod, that's what I was trying to say, with the recorder. I think they believe that he was doing child snuff for the black market. They just need the evidence. Spirit, one quick question. Did Jennifer know about this business enterprise? Absolutely. Absolutely. Allegedly. She provided him and her daughter. Didn't once try to stop it because of the money. And she stays out of jail as long as she doesn't snitch about her alleged participation in pimping her daughter out to this man and other men, even if it's vis-a-vis film. What's up with this Eight of Cups? The cup that Stefan still holds to himself. Some details surrounding her alleged, the murder. Some details surrounding the murder. There are some things he's not saying. The money. Where he was getting all the money from. Let me look into the money. Follow the money. High Priestess on the bottom. The mother. Behind the money. The mother. Policia! Policia! There's evidence that you can find if you dig a little deeper with this Two of Swords, and Stefan knows this, police. Because while he was doing the activities he was doing that day, she was home. It's not like she wasn't there to know that he was moving around. And she says that he dropped her off to school, but she often says we dropped her off to school. Methinks they worked together that whole day. And me doesn't think that even if he did do something to Madeline, that she wasn't fully aware before she allegedly picked her up from school. There's even something about the birthday party and the family. You guys, circle back to the family. There's something in the family's testimony about the birthday party, her not being there. Does the family participate in some type of spirituality? I know that they are of Latin, some kind of Latin culture. It's like the authorities or someone has moved on from her story about not being with him or not being the one to drop her off. I don't know what time of the day that there was footage of Madeline in Stefan's car with him. But there's something about that. Her saying she was home when she got home from work and being tired. Her saying that she didn't know that they were going upstairs to have sex. That was the reason for them going upstairs, allegedly. Maybe money was getting low. I think that they had a conversation about it. But I also think that Madeline may have been at a point where she might have been ready to tell. There's a secret behind her story about her getting off of work and getting there and everything being good. I don't think everything was good. I don't think that conversation in her room was good. Or something about it. Taking medication, maybe. It seems that she knew that what they were going upstairs for. That's why she told them to go to bed and let her stay downstairs. She knew that he was going up there to record and film because I think money was low or something. They needed money. Or this was just something that he did and she allowed. She didn't like to be directly involved, but she did help. Either by knowing people, helping find people who would be interested in this film. There seems to be a situation at Disney behind the scenes that no one talks about or she thinks no one knows about. Allegedly. What is the situation? There is allegedly a market or a ring for child films and beyond at Disney, allegedly. Methinks that the mother knew this and she helped to find connects. Spirit, beyond this reading, because I see the outcome, I don't think they're going to find that missing piece, but if the police were to find that missing piece, that would link the business aspect of the relationship. What would it be? Where could they find it? The employees at Disney. Someone who worked with Jennifer. Maybe someone who employed her. A supervisor or an employee. It seems to be that this is what Walt Disney made Disney for, allegedly. So this goes on there. This could also... one more card about this Three of Pentacles and I'll stop there. If they wanted to, they could shake down Disney, shake down some of the people who worked with her. Presently in her new, since she had just gotten a new job there, and if she's worked there for Disney in the past, if Stefan works for Disney in the past, the key is at Disney, allegedly. If they wanted to crack the case, but that could be why the Page of Pentacles is in reverse, because they're not going to crack the code at Disney. Nobody's going to talk about what really goes on there. But if you guys wanted to, start with the employees at Disney. Start talking to employees, present employees. Love you guys. Bye.